I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. Densha joins us. Hi.
Hi.
Please introduce yourself to everybody.
I am Densha. I am a train conductor VTuber. I haven't streamed yet, but I plan to do variety streaming, and I sing on TikTok.
Yes, we are taking a ride on the chaotic railroad today.
Exactly. Right on track.
Yes, and we'll hear some of the vocal talents of Densha a little bit later. Why did you get started online doing this type of stuff?
Well, I actually did TikTok before I did anything VTuber related, and I just found it super fun to make content and to make videos and to talk to people and everything. I just really enjoy the community that you can build around it.
Mm-hmm. And was it an easy choice for you? Have you always been kind of wanting to entertain people?
Yeah, I feel it was it's a bit odd to say maybe, but I feel like I was born to entertain. I wasn't sure in what way or anything, but I was like, I want to do something that people can look at and be like, oh, wow, that's something, not even to impress others, just to maybe make people happy or to show what I have. I'm not sure, but I just wanted to entertain people really badly.
Well, that's cool. I mean, some folks who start off with VTubing are very shy about that and kind of use it as almost a therapy to bring themselves out. Some people want to be on stage in the first place. Sounds like you're one of the latter. You want to make people happy, and you want to be the one doing it.
Yes, absolutely.
So did you early on, get in front of people and sing? And did you do drama? Did you do anything like that?
Well, I didn't. I really enjoyed the few drama classes we had, but only the what do you call it? The one that isn't scripted.
The ad libs.
No. It is drama, but it's when it's not scripted and you have to do I forgot the word. I'm sorry. But you just have to do whatever you want at the moment and just have fun with it. I really like that, and also really liked this is probably not something many people agree on, but I really like doing presentations in front of the class.
Okay.
I just really enjoyed speaking to others like that. Not in a language I couldn't speak, but when it was English or Dutch, I really enjoyed it.
Improvisation.
Yeah, improvisation.
That's
Thank
the word.
you.
Yes. So I'd take a while myself to think about that one. But you actually enjoyed getting up and making the presentation from a script then, but you also enjoyed having the improvisation of not having a script.
Well, I never scripted my presentations.
Oh.
So my presentations were also improv. That's why I like them.
Wow. So yeah, this is meant for you then. Now this is almost like this whole VTuber thing was built for you.
It kind of is, but I'm still terrified of going live. I haven't done it before, and it just scares me still.
Well, and I, there's a lot of people who have it the other way, where they can't talk in front of people, and they can talk easily one-to-one, unlike we're doing right now, just a little go where they don't see the audience. Would you rather see who you're talking to?
I think so, yeah.
Well,
I am afraid of calling people. That terrifies me, but like going up to them and speaking to them doesn't scare me at all.
I'd say that's about the first time I've heard something like that, because usually it's the other way around. But I can see why. You're kind of talking into the void here, aren't you?
Exactly. You're just I'm staring at the Discord green circles around our profile pictures, something moving, and it's just I prefer to look people in the eyes.
Yeah. Well, and have you been singing your whole life?
I have, but not really for an audience. I that's actually something I really started when I started VTubing.
Yeah, we're going to be hearing a little bit about it later, and a tremendous voice, by the way. We'll hear about that. But
Thank you.
That takes a little extra courage, I think, to go and sing in front of people. Talking in front of people is one thing. getting over that, but now you're showing a little bit more of yourself. Um,
Hmm.
has that been a little tougher to get through?
Well, I I guess it's in this case I do prefer that I don't see my audience. I
Mm,
would not like it to sing in front of an audience. I think I've never done it before, but I the thought of it scares me.
mm,
But yeah, it's a step that was kind of natural or something. It's something I really enjoy doing, and people have told me that I'm at least a little good at it, and I just really found my passion in singing, and um I wanted to share it, and that was kind of the logical step to make. Also because I've already been making content online,
right.
just sounded like the most logical thing to do.
So you've been on TikTok for a while, and
Hmm.
we're gonna have all the links coming up in the description for you to follow what Densha's got going on and ride the chaotic railroad. The what 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 did made you decide to try eventually doing the live streams?
Really, honestly, it was the VTubing aspect. I really like anime and stuff, and
Hmm.
just seeing anime people talking on screen, or well, moving your lips and seeing an anime person do the same just really fascinated me, and I was like, I want to do that. And I actually intended on just live streaming, but I chickened out, and then I started singing.
Mm.
Um, but live streaming, yeah, it was more the VTuber, the anime aspect that really pulled me in. And like I said, I also really love talking into like I actually when I played games, I just like to narrate it for fun out loud to no one. So I was like, hey, maybe I can do that for actual people.
I do that. I do that too because I used to do play by play on sports. I'll be playing a
Oh,
sp-
right.
I'll be playing a sports game and I'll start narrating it in my head.
That sounds so fun, actually.
Well, it is until you realize that you've heard it 1,000 times before and you can't turn it off.
Oh, you should do that on stream. That sounds fun.
Oh, boy, I don't know about that, but the di- so you didn't want you said you had a tough time with getting the courage to stream a game live, but you were okay to sing a little bit. That
It's odd.
well, it's not odd. It's just interesting. It tells me that you really are wanting to get in front of the audience and show them what you got.
Yeah, that's true.
Man, I for one take my hat off to you for that because that takes a lot of courage. I
Thank you.
I would never have that type of courage. I went I've done karaoke twice in my entire life. Singing in
Oh
front of
my.
people is just like no. Of course, then I haven't hit a note on purpose since 1985. So there you go.
But karaoke is scary because you do it in front of people that know you, and
Yeah.
that's different than an audience that you don't know.
Well, I guess that's true too. You've got this
Yeah.
all thought out. Well, but once you do
A lot
get
of
the
philosophical
yeah,
thoughts.
well, once you do get into this streaming, what are you planning to do? I know you kind of mentioned on the bio that you want to do some variety, but what is it you want to get into?
Well, I am a very indecisive person, so I honestly just I want to do everything. I really like art, so I kind of want to draw, and I really like gaming, so I would like to game, but only some games.
Mm.
And I like tarot, so I'd like to do tarot on stream, and I have just too many plans, and maybe that's what's stopping me actually. It's just like where to start.
You have to start 3 different channels.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
If you're going to start, you might as well start big.
Exactly.
But the so that's a quite a wide variety. So you want to do some
Mhm.
art on stream? Have you? Do you consider yourself an artist? Have you been so early on?
I have been drawing for a long time. I think artist is such a big word because I don't know, I don't love my art that much to be honest.
Hmm.
But I also can't really say that I enjoy making it always. I only like doing art when I like the end result. And usually I don't like the end result, so I don't like doing art.
And that's a tough way to go about it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Everything is complicated here.
You go. That's a backwards way of doing it. If I just already done it and it's good, I like it.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I understand what you're doing with that. But tarot reading, how long have you been interested in that?
Very long. I think for well, the tarot actually have been has been very recently.
Hmm.
I think maybe a month now. But I had other cards that kind of divination.
Hmm.
I've had other cards that do divination, and I think I've been doing that for 6 years now.
Well, so you've been interested in that sort of thing. Have you done readings for other folks, or have you just done
I
for?
have.
Oh, I I tell you, you're all over the place as far as wanting to help people out. So
There's a reason the chaotic is in my name.
that's right. You are a very chaotic person. That I like that a lot. The doing it online, would it be any different for you?
Well, I never did it before, obviously,
Uh-huh.
so it probably would be different, but I think it wouldn't be harder or easier necessarily.
Mm.
So I think I'd be fine.
What what kind of draws you to want to do that?
Well, I've always been kind of interested in the occult and in like the ghost stuff and the ghost hunters and stuff like that
Mhm.
and topics like that and it just yeah, it always interested me. And if tarot isn't necessarily about predicting the future, I
Mhm.
think everyone thinks that, but tarot is usually used for like advice because the future is ever changing
Mhm.
and there's no set future. So I think that it really fascinates me how like cards can tell you what you could and could not do. They could like show you so many possibilities that you haven't seen before. And to do it online to show others how amazing it can be is just really it sounds like a thing that I want to do.
And there's interpretations as well, is there? Some
Definitely, yes.
some people can interpret different ways.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know that much about the tarot, but from what I've seen, that some people will look at a certain setup one way, and some people look at a different way. So does it depend?
Exactly.
Does it depend on who's got the cards, basically?
Yes, absolutely. And some different cards have different well, all the cards have different interpretations, but like different set of cards have different art types and art styles and stuff. And
Mm.
there you can usually pinpoint if there's a bird on the card, you can interpret it in a different way than when there isn't one. And it's definitely different for everyone who reads it, indeed. And that's why I think you need a tarot reader because everyone you yeah, you should how do I say this? It's
It's your
yeah,
mile
it's very
basically
much up.
basically your mileage may vary. It depends on who's doing it, how they're doing it, and your level of trust in it, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I would think if you go in it with like, oh, I'm just doing it for fun, then you're not going to get that much
Mm.
out of it.
Well, yeah, I would like to do it for money, but it's on the other hand, I'd also like to do it for free because I would just like to help people with it. It's a bit complicated, honestly.
Yeah, but it's something that you obviously enjoy and you want to do for folks, and I think it's amazing everything that you're doing here and wanting to do at this channel involves not so much what you is not so much benefiting you, but you want to benefit other people, which I think is really amazing.
You.
It's I mean, this is all going to be you coming into this, what you want to do, but you're not doing it just because you want to do it. You want to show other people what you got.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, so this is a great way for you to introduce yourself and meet other people. Once you get started, are you looking forward to things like collaborations and that type of thing?
Well, honestly, yes, because it seems very fun. And
Hmm.
on the other hand, um, still like I feel like I'd have to get to know the person really well before I would just collab with someone. I wouldn't just collab with anyone. I think I'd be a bit cautious about it. I think you need good chemistry first
Hmm.
to like have an interesting collab.
Yeah, and again, we talked about it before in other interviews that it's not, if a collaboration doesn't go particularly well, it's not necessarily anybody's fault. It just
No, true.
sometimes just doesn't work, and you can see that with any type of collaboration, whether it's movies or television shows. If you've got two really good actors who just don't work together on the screen very well, it's not going to work very well. Um, but some,
Exactly.
but again, you have to get out there and do it. And it sounds like to me you're kind of an outgoing person overall. Am I reading that right, or are you really more of an introverted person?
I'm I'm a bit of both, honestly. I don't even know it myself. I call myself an ambivert because I really enjoy interacting with people and online and offline. But I also really like my own privacy and I like my own hobbies and I just want my own space, kind of.
Well, that sets up perfectly for the VTubing field, because you do have that model that gives you this just that little bit of just enough anonymity to where you have your own life away from it.
Exactly.
Well, and that was that something that really drew you a little bit more toward using a model?
Yeah, I think, well, I don't really mind being not being anonymous. I wouldn't really mind that because I am myself regardless. Even as I went into VTubing like, oh my god, I can have a cool model now and I can play a certain type of person that I have never been before and discover more about myself. I was super excited about that.
Yeah.
But I just ended up being myself anyway. So the anonymity wasn't really something that drew me in. Or maybe it drew me in, but it isn't important to me really.
Mm, not right now, anyway. But when you get those, 700 million followers, it might make a little difference.
That's true. Yeah, I'm very cautious of what I share. That's true.
Well, it's great.
Just in case.
It's great that you're able to share in this type of a medium, because 20 years ago, if you'd have been born and ready to go back then, this would not have been an option for you. Uh, the internet wouldn't have been set up in a way where you could do this. You're coming
Mm.
along at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and so if what are you planning to do? Do you have any long-term plans for your channel yet? That once you get started, or are you just gonna jump in the water and see what happens?
Yeah, the latter. I really don't have any long-term. Well, the dream obviously is to have my own model and stuff, but that's really far away because I've never even streamed before, so I
Hmm.
don't know if I'm gonna enjoy streaming, and I'm definitely not gonna pay $1,000 for a model that
Yeah,
just for me to not like it.
yeah,
But other than that, I really don't have any big dreams, I guess. I just want people to see what I do, kinda, and it doesn't really matter how many people as long as they enjoy it.
yeah. That's a great attitude to have. Now you've been doing some songs on TikTok. Um,
Mhm.
I managed to convince Densha to bring a song. Had to twist Densha's arm a little bit, but this particular song you chose. You said it's very important to you, and
Mhm.
it has a personal message for you. I can't even pronounce the title correctly, so tell us a little bit why you chose this song, what it's about, and what the title is.
Well, it's called Yakusoku Dayo. I'm also not Japanese, so my pronunciation is probably also off. But it's important to me because it's the theme song of an old Dutch TV show, actually. Um, and it's originally called Spetter Pieter Pater. It doesn't really matter, but I just wanted to share that. And it's the theme song of Alfred Hidokus Kwak. And it was a show that I didn't grew up with. I didn't watch it as a child. But later, when things in life got really hard and stuff, I kind of found the show and it became a huge comfort for me. And the song is just one of the most magical melodies that I've heard.
No, we're
But also, it's not even what the song is about. In Dutch, the text, the lyrics are complete gibberish, but it just kind of represents me doing my own thing, I feel, because many people have laughed at me like, it's a kid show, it's a stupid song, it doesn't mean anything, and the melody isn't even that good. And I can be like, well, I like it, and it's one of my favorites, and it's important. An important thing to me is to stay true to yourself, and I think this song kind of represents that a little.
here's Densha.
君の夢の中始まる物語空も木も星も素敵なお友達ほら僕と一緒に歌おう不思議なこと知らないこと見つけたら僕らのもの初めの一歩明日も一歩仲間らな約束だよ
There you go, an a cappella version of the song. But really, you have a great voice for it. I hope that you can continue to let us hear what that instrument can do.
Thank you so much.
Well, it's again, it takes some courage to perform like that in front of people, and I'm always amazed that folks have that because I don't. Um, I could talk in front of 1,000 people on the radio, but and people around the world here, but I couldn't sing for them. But that does show to me, with everything else that you've talked about, that you are really wanting to share what you've got and to show people that to give people a good time, and you want to be the one doing it.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Now, have you got other songs that you have um, in mind that you'd like to perform in the future?
Well, my favorite songs sadly aren't really in my vocal range,
Mm.
which sucks a lot. But I definitely have songs that I really want to share, but also a lot of them are Dutch or something, and I don't think people would be interested. But I still just want to sing them because they they matter to me. I love them, and maybe some people will be like, "Oh, a Dutch can actually be cool," and and they'll actually like the song.
Well,
But
I
yeah.
don't think that's going to be as much of a problem as you think because there are a lot of people who are now starting because of people doing covers to enjoy music in different languages. Not everybody who listens to anime music knows a word of Japanese. Uh,
Exactly.
and
That's what was I was thinking, and I was
yeah,
like, why not Dutch?
yeah, and certainly you get K-pop, J-pop. People don't even know what those words are unless you see the subtitles. So, I mean, people are starting to open up and enjoy these types of things more, and I really hope to hear more from you as a singer in the future.
Thank you. I will do my best.
Yeah. Now, you mentioned a little bit about having some hard times. Um,
Yeah.
does this help you bounce back from that? Has this been something that you've been able to pull yourself out of those hard times?
Well, I think because um it's especially been the community because I have a bit of issues with or well, in the past friendships haven't always been that great for me.
Hmm.
So, um, I'm kind of always cautious with meeting new people, but everyone in the VTubing community has been so nice and it's so lovely. And I know everyone always talks about that there's so much drama here, but I come from the art community and you have no idea what goes down there. So compared to that, this has been so lovely and so welcoming, and I think that's definitely helped me.
Yeah, I'm glad. I'm glad we're able to meet you. I'm glad we're able to. I'm glad that you're sharing your talents with us, and I do appreciate it. And I absolutely appreciate you coming on. It's a delight to talk to you, and I'm really glad I've been able to meet you today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's
Yep.
been really fun.
Thank you. We're gonna have all of the descriptions, all of the links in the description. Ride the Chaotic Railroad with Densha. You'll be able to find out all of that when you check the links in the description below the interview. Thanks again for coming on.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.